Cyndi, and today I'm bringing the fourth installment of my series on the plot points of Harry Potter. This is book 4, Goblet of Fire. It was published by Scholastic in 2000. The original hardcover was published by Arthur A. Levine Books in July of that year. There is an interesting and unusual dedication. Ms. Rowling dedicates the book to her husband, Peter, and in memory of Mr. Ridley. The next mention is so unique, I felt I should include it here. To Susan Sladen, who helped Harry out of his cupboard. What a sweet sentiment. Plot points. The inciting incident. This is where there is the call to adventure, even though the protagonist may or may not accept the call just there. Usually, the character accepts the call at about the first plot point. That's when we leave the normal world and move on into the adventure world. In this case, the normal world is the world we've come to recognize as Hogwarts. That's pretty normal to us as readers. It's normal to Harry. The adventure world is going to happen at the moment when they hit the adventure. So the inciting incident would be that after attending the World Quidditch Cup, after attending the tournament, we see the dark mark of the Death Eaters who follow Voldemort, and Harry and the others return to Hogwarts, where they learn that their school is to help the Tri-Wizard tournament. It's a very big deal to be honored in this way, and you can tell that Dumbledore and the teachers are very excited. The first plot point is that someone has put Harry's name into the Goblet of Fire and seen to it that his name is drawn with the other champions. Now, what you have to understand is that the underage students are not allowed to participate this year. The Ministry for Magic and Barty Crouch has determined that if you are under the age of 17, if you're not a senior, you can't join. You can't put your name into the goblet, and you can't participate. However, someone put Harry's name in. The teachers suspect that it is the work of the Dark Lord, but decide to allow the events to unfold. The other 3 students that were chosen by the Goblet are Fleur Delacour of Beauxbaton, Cedric Diggory of Hogwarts, and Victor Crumb from the Dumbstring Academy. Victor Crumb is also the champion of the Tri-World Tournament. No one believes that Harry did not put his own name into the goblet, despite the fact that underage students were forbidden and magically prohibited from doing so. This increases the tension in the story. The first pinch point is that each champion must face a dragon, in which, when they defeat the dragon, they will be led to the next task. So Harry must somehow outfly the dragon, but he is only allowed to take his wand with him. Should be easy. Midpoint. At the Yule Ball, yes, there is a dance. We see Hermione shine as the belle of the ball on the arm of Victor Crumb. It doesn't really affect the plot of the story here. But it does give us key insight into the dynamics of the relationship between the three friends, as it is the first time that Harry and Ron see Hermione as a beautiful young woman. And you gotta really love Ron's reaction. Um, Also, I think it's important to note that we do see some distractions in the story. Not only the real ball might be a distraction from the story, but it does set up and reveal um, some interesting dynamics about Ron, Hermione, even and even Harry. Um, Also, we notice in the story that Harry is quite distracted by a crush on Cho. And then we move on to the second pinch point with the Minister of Magic official Barty Crouch is found murdered. And then we move on to uh, the second task. And at the end of the second task, Harry is rewarded for his valor in trying to save everyone. They would see them at the opposing the mer people from the lake, but Harry is determined to save not only his own friend that he was assigned to save, but also the others who were unable um, to be rescued by their champions because Fleur Delacour, for instance, gave up rather quickly. So they gave him the award of being um, in second place for his moral fiber. He actually finished last, but they gave him a special award, which I think was very telling of the character of Dumbledore and how he sees his students. And it might be revealing about how he sees Harry in particular. There is an affection that Dumbledore seems to have for Harry that is revealed from time to time. He tries to hide it because he wants nothing more than to protect Harry from Voldemort, but it does kind of seep out. Then we move on to the third pinch point. When Fleur, Victor, Cedric, and Harry enter the maze, the intensity of conflict is pushed to the max as the story moves toward the climactic moment with Voldemort. When Harry arrives at the graveyard, his blood is used to bring back Voldemort, and this is the lowest part of the story. Um, it's like you're being used by your enemy to for them to resurrect, and these are the people that killed your parents. The climax. Okay, we have after returning to the school, Harry and his teachers learn who it was that put Harry's name in the goblet, setting the stage for Voldemort's return. The climactic moment is when that villain was captured and Professor Moody is freed. Um, the resolution. The kids were getting ready to go home for school for the summer, and they're talking about the school year and everything that had happened. And Hermione provides us with a really cool hook into the next book when she comments that everything is going to change. One of the themes that I picked up on was the issue of slavery, having to do with the house elves who'd been kept as servants by wealthy wizarding families for centuries, mind you, without pay. And Hermione is determined to change this. I hope you've enjoyed this. I certainly have. I look forward to the next one that I will be doing and continuing this um, topic. Until next time.